Hi everybody, Alan Robson out and about again, another one of our legendary Alan Robson's Night Owls Ghost Hunts. We're not alone, Kenny is with us, behind the camera of course.
Hi again.
We have Hollywood McShane,
Hello.
producer to the stars. Now, what a place we've come to today, and yet there's a million things I've got to tell you. I will spread them out over the next few hours. First hour, let's get to the nitty-gritty very quickly. We are in the centre of the railway industry. We are at the birthplace of it. We're at the head of steam here in Darlington, and yes, we're locked in. You cannot get in, the gates are closed. We have this place to ourselves for the next few hours, and we're going to make the most of it. We've already had some amazing stories, because something that most people don't realize is Skier used to own all of this land long before it was a railway. Skier was a Viking, and Darlington was his creation. He made it a small township into a proper town, and he decided to hire a guy called Uhtred to get rid of his main rival, and he got one of his men to try and kill him. However, this Uhtred didn't meet his mark. Instead, the other fella heard that Skier was trying to kill him, so got 5 of his men at the banquet of King Canute, C-N-U-T. That's not a word you want to spell wrong. King Canute, at his court, he had 5 assassins surround him, and at a predetermined time, when he was saying to him, "I gather you want me dead," and the man kind of went, "Whoa," and then he went like that, and all 5 stuck a sword in his head. So that's a way to go. So that's the place we're talking about, because this would not be here if it wasn't for history like that. Robert Stephenson, for heaven's sake, his very first effort into steam railway happened here. His very first train, locomotive number 1, forget the rocket, locomotive number 1 is where we're going. There's the story of a man who committed suicide here, shooting himself in the head in the toilets here. I'll tell you his story. There's also a young girl, and countless stories of people who died, not just here, because this is the original track, but just behind that fence is where the trains go by. Just a couple of minutes, the 9 o'clock went by. So if it goes to the left, it's heading to Bishop Auckland. If it goes right, it's heading to Redcar. But let's not hang around, let's not waste time, let's get to the juice, which is the Incredible Railway Museum. Now, if you've been online, or if you go online, you will see a picture of a ghost of this man. His name was Thomas Winter. Long story short, and we're very, very nearly there, Thomas Winter worked in the ticket kiosk, selling people tickets, and this posh person came in with his family, wanting to buy a ticket, and Thomas Winter described him as an arrogant and obnoxious man. He was a rich man who kind of plays on it. Now just do as you're told. How dare you say that to me? You can kind of picture what went on. Yeah. And Thomas knew that his job, his home, the home he had with his family, all of that depended on keeping this job at this railway station that's still here to this day. There it is. He had to keep his job, and he realized that this guy had a lot of money, and he knew that he was probably going to be told by the owners of the railway that he was no longer required. So he went to the toilets here, and he put a gun to his head, and he blew his head off. Now, that's not the end of the story here, not by a long chalk, because what they did, some people came to the station, and this is fairly recently, came to the station, saw a man wearing a Scotch cap, which is kind of the high ones with a brim that a lot of people in railway circles was known to wear. And he had a black Labrador with him, and suddenly the man started punching him, and the dog started biting his leg, and he managed to struggle free. The man kind of disappeared, and then the guy looked at his leg where the dog had bit. There was no marks, And although his face felt sore, there was no bruises. And he believes that that's because of the anger felt still by the spirit of Thomas Winter at this spot. Now, what they did was, at the time when Thomas shot himself, the public was still using the station. So they quickly covered him with a sheet. And they put him in the cellar. Now, the cellar apparently had so much activity, they've had to close off the cellar. They've put a glass window in it with a depiction of Thomas Winter under the sheet in the cellar. But people have caught, so night vision especially, people have caught looking down there, things moving, and so, and that's why we're here today. So let's get in. Oh, just sounds just gorgeous. Right, in you come. Door's locked. That's where he worked, right here. This is where Thomas would be selling his tickets, right here. People would come up. Listen to that. There's nothing creepier than a railway station clock, where everybody that wants to meet somebody says, I'll meet you near the clock. And there it is. Amazing. Look at that staircase. Talk about creepy. The most amazing thing about this is that everywhere you go, and I know in there's the only lit bit. In fact, if I can, I'll just quickly, can I close that off? Yes, I can. There you go. What's that? Oh, dogs. You know, we talked about the black labs. These are carved wood. Beautiful. Tony now spend the next hour showing you the dog face. I think before we do anything, why don't we try and get a different vista of the whole place? Get you a flavour. Kenny, you're going to need you up here with your torch. I've got a feeling I'm going to need the torch as well. I'm going to go back and get it at some point. And down here, if you look over the top, oh my word. Look at this. Look down though. Don't know whether you can see. Oh. Look at that. What a view of a train and carriages. I hope Tony can you pick up?
Yeah, I can see.
What we're getting here? How amazing is that? And please, when you're at home, keep your eye open for anything. Images, because I remember the last time we did something railway related. Over here, Ken. Just let's see what's... And there. Look at that. Look at that whole train. Beautiful. Can you hear whispering in the top corner? Listen. You hear voices?
You hear noise.
It's almost music. Right, shall we?
We need to get these shared as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry. We always need as many shares as we possibly can. You'll get a goodie bag with a mixture of stuff and one of our classic badges. We were sorting out, it's the right mixture that you could get this. What kind of stuff's in there, Charlie?
There was a pair of headphones, a tote bag, a little diary.
There's one of those mugs that keep you hot and or cool.
That's probably in the next one.
That's in the next one, is it?
Yeah.
Tremendous. What's your
this? You need to share this video. You've got till Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely. Share it as many times as you can, and every time you share it, that's you going in the hat once. So if you share it 20 times, you're in the hat 20 times.
Share it on your Facebook with your friends, not back on the site again.
Yeah.
Or if you're on YouTube, you can share it and just send her a screenshot.
Absolutely. Stainmore Summit. Look at this. You can imagine this, just, look at that, that's exactly what you'd see if you were coming for a train back in the day and you'd think, oh, where are we going now? Excursion to Seaton Carew, or are we going to Redcar or Saltburn? What do you fancy, Seaton Carew, Redcar, Saltburn?
Let's go to Redcar, Saltburn.
Yeah, I think so too, let's go there. I know we're going to be up and down these a bit, and we're going to, by the time we finish, we will have walked miles, because we already have for some of the other stories that we've got. You've got to remember that the stories of Thomas Winter is not the only one. There's two people in 1928 suffered the same fate. They were working on trains outside here, on the sidings, and the boiler exploded, boiling them alive and ripping them into pieces at the same time. Two people in 1928 died of that. There was also a horrific train crash where a train hit head-on a passenger train, and 25 died, 45 people needing artificial limbs.
I've seen like
and there's artificial limbs
in
here too.
Yeah.
Is that the way you can get into the back bit? It's one of them. It's a rabbit warren, this whole place. You've got to remember that we're going back. The station opened in 1924. Look at this. Where did you get started on stuff like?
Yeah, that Newcastle in the FA Cup, I'm sure. 1924, I'm sure it was.
No, it's 1824.
1824.
1824. I was going to say.
Yeah. Maybe that was the last time we won the cup.
Going to say. Going to set a few traps while we're here too, but please share it as much as you can. Now, we're trying to get as much of a backdrop to this place. It's got a real echo to it. Look at that. Amazing, aren't they?
Christmas 1914.
You got to remember that's the war was on at the time. And it said this was sent to Corporal Thompson, who survived the war, eventually becoming a sergeant. He was one of the few. My goodness. One of the few. There's also the story, I was reading a story about how a woman was killed by one of the steam trains in the early days. And she stepped in front of one of these. You got to remember, some of the highest speeds, we're only talking like, what, 24 mile an hour or whatever? Watch out if you see at home, if you can make an image out, you can make a face or a figure. These are real, genuine trains. Now there was a story of they found the body of a woman that had been completely cut to pieces by a steam train, and they discovered she was American and she'd been begging around Darlington town. And I heard a side story about a woman who was an heiress, an American heiress, and their family were looking for her, and it's thought that she came to Newcastle and was robbed of her belongings, but she was always due to come to Darlington to meet with some people, but all of the information and the times and places were in her baggage, and her baggage was stolen and all of her money. So she ended up going to the police. The police didn't know, well, where do we start? What can we do? You don't have any money. How's she going to make any living? So she begged on the streets to try and get enough money to get back home. And while she was sleeping rough, walked in front and lost her life. So she's supposed to be here too, along with a small child. A Victorian child is seen here in one of the carriages of a train that's just here. Just here. So, hang on. This is the carriage. It's a third class NER, North East Railways carriage. Let Tony in so that he can see. And we've already been here to set up
Gwen and Ted.
Gwen and Supernatural.
And there they are.
Where is he?
Yeah, both in here. There's Ted, there's Gwen. Can you see them? That's Ted.
Now the story is that in this corner here, just over yonder, no, that seat there,
Right.
that's where the Victorian girl. Oh, hello.
Bloody hell!
Whoa, turn this torch off, you can't see.
Oh!
You can't see, you blinded it out.
Oh my word!
They both went off. There, we're going again.
Oh my god!
Wow.
That's as soon as we come in. That's when I put that torch in this corner.
Because it's that corner there. And just as I said, that's the corner where the Victorian girl sits. It's that top corner there. And she said to me laughing and joking. And yeah, I'm seeing the floor.
I was just seeing floors. Yeah.
Something moved past the floor. But that could have been the living thing, mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there's a hole in
There's a
that.
hole underneath, isn't there?
Absolutely.
Oh my
How about that, though?
Wow.
What a start.
God.
Nobody anywhere near them.
So there's light balls, you just got to explain what they are if people don't know.
All right, I beg your pardon.
There's no one.
Here, these things, there you go. If you get close,
If you touch them,
I didn't touch that. I really didn't touch that. But if you touch them, they fire anyway. There's a one there too. I don't wish to get anywhere near it.
Keep away from
I want.
touch the doll, just because then,
Right.
if someone wants to communicate.
That just looks like he's.
Yeah, it looks like.
That was weird though, wasn't it?
That was very cool. But as soon as you shine your torch in that
In
corner,
that corner? I think what you were talking about that corner?
absolutely, that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing.
That's a great start for us. Because last week none of them went off, did they?
No, not close.
No.
But if it's the child ghost, it might go through Gwen or Ted.
Oh, Ted, absolutely.
So they both went off there.
They did
so
absolutely, 100%.
That was
That was incredible.
Oh.
If you're the little girl in here, could you do that again, please? Could you do that again? Just let us know that it's you.
Is it a girl that's in here?
It's a little girl. There's our two dollies.
you can't see the light with
Can't
the
take
torch on
the
it, no.
torch off.
Take a torch off, right. Okay.
Come on. If it's you, we need to know.
That was crazy.
That was. I think she's choosing her moments. That's what she's doing.
So, do you want something glittery on the floor there? Can you see that? Little glitter.
Yeah.
What is that?
There's a little bit more here. I don't know what it is. That looks.
Sorry.
Yeah. That just looks like it. It is literally just a piece of glitter.
Yeah.
How about that?
That was crazy. Good though.
Amazing.
Good stuff.
And the good thing is that, and you see how it's the old windows as well, with cobwebs on them.
Crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, but they both went, which is great.
We'll be back.
Yeah, we absolutely will. It's early days.
It is, we'll see it if it goes up, won't we?
When we come back, we will, hopefully.
Yeah, but you
Tremendous, absolutely tremendous. What a start. Did you hear?
I heard that noise there, definitely.
That was laughing. You know, we said that the little girl's supposed to be laughing. Just heard laugh.
There? Oh. Here we go. Starting to get cold again. On the back of my neck. Hairs have just went right up again.
That was laughing. And then there was like another noise. I didn't.
Someone just opened that door, by the way. Because I tried to get him before.
No, I think.
Must have been open.
Yeah, much to be. Look at this. You know when you come back from the walk, Kenny, can you imagine wearing that for the rest of your life? Jeepers. Darth Vader. Ivor the Boneless. They're talking about a Viking who was the ruler of York. He had brittle bones. So they said he was Ivor the Boneless. These are more of those. I thought I saw some light flashing behind them. I thought that maybe the things had gone off again.
There's no window in the back, so you're not able to see them. That's the carriage.
No, no, it was light behind you. Like you said,
behind me?
like it was coming from a window. I'm sorry to knock us back here again, but oh, they might have stopped by now. Yeah. No. No sign.
No?
No. That was just, let's go right the way around. Oh, careful. That was Kenny walking into a wall. This is the most magnificent thing. This thing here. This is locomotive number 1. Robert Stevenson, who, from Kenny's point of view, is somebody he needs to know the name of. Why?
Robert Louis Stevenson?
No, not Louis Stevenson,
Oh,
that's
right,
the
Robert
writer.
Stevenson,
Robert
right.
Stevenson made the trains.
Right.
And his dad got blinded in one eye working down a coal mine. So he decided he was going to create a new miner's lamp. And they called it...
Davy lamp?
No, he was fighting against the Davy lamp.
Right.
He brought out the Geordie lamp.
Right.
And by 1866, everybody from Teesside up to Northumberland were known as Geordies.
Geordies, is that what
But
it's-
the
right.
first part of the story is, of course, centuries before, the people of Newcastle fought for King George,
Yeah.
which made them Georgies. But with George D. Stevenson building these, and of course that incredible lamp, that just gave another reason for everybody to be Geordies. But that's the beginning of trains as we know them, right there. That's it, that's the one. It's worth coming here to this building just to see that. Everywhere you go, you know, look at this. I wonder how many people looking in can remember when there were street lamps like that.
These signs are
The
great.
signs are so stunning.
When you watch American Pickers, this is what they come and get, and this is what they pay fortunes for.
Yeah,
These
no,
kind of signs.
I'm a fan too.
Will's Capstan, Gold Flake,
Yeah.
Motorway Clothes with Vic.
And along here is where we were earlier when we were talking to the supporters. This is a place that everybody can come when they come to visit the station. They can come out, and that's the real railway station beyond. This is the original one that you can see here. And there's a meeting room or two that we can go into. Black as pitch in here, mind. Everywhere you go, there's a... Oh, wow, yeah, this is worth seeing. Obviously, if you bring your kids here, there's loads of activities for them to do. But look here. Saws for taking off people's limbs if necessary. A brace, how you can put... You know, you talk about peg legs. There is your archetypal peg leg, carved in wood and ready to be fitted onto somebody. And because of this, and because of things attached to particularly the First World War, there's things in screens here talking about soldiers' jobs, people who'd lost their leg and stuff. They bring people in here who have prosthesis, who will give talks on it. So just another amazing reason to want to come. Talk about the dangers of the railways. As I say, a head-on. Do you know the head-on collision that I told you? I said 25 passengers and 45 people seriously injured. It was a passenger train and a parcels train. The parcels train ignored a red light to stop. and hit the other train head on. And you know, you wonder, well, why would a place like this be haunted? Well, have you seen the amount of things that's happened here?
Yeah. I want to have a look at this, the guy in the south.
You want to say, oh right, of course we'll have to head in his direction. Everywhere you go, there's little side rooms where you can do stuff. Obviously this is the area for kids with all of their felt pens and their glue to make their own now. And you can put their work on the wall if it's good enough, like these people have. Did you hear a bell ring there?
I didn't. I must have I didn't. Maybe. That's not to say it didn't happen.
No. Hopefully somebody at home.
I heard a creak there further up there.
Like a footstep.
Yeah.
I heard that too. I didn't know whether, because I made a point of putting on my Sanooks, my super casuals, because I knew we'd be doing here a lot of walking and we'd be inside. But I did it so that I wouldn't.
That's outside.
I was outside.
I think so. I've seen these Victorian toilets. Oh my God. Oh my God. Can you imagine coming in here? Look at them.
This is where Winter shot himself in the head.
Oh.
Come on in, Tony. Did you hear that?
I heard a voice there. 100% I heard a voice.
100% a voice in here.
I need to run straight in, so I need to...
Let's get out the way.
yeah, I need to...
You need to run in, show them that toilet.
I know, I just need to read the window.
That way. Because that's where that's
Here a bit.
Thomas Winter killed himself in a toilet. That's the toilets. I heard a voice when we first came in.
I'll have to try and get back in there later then.
Try it again.
Definitely a voice in here.
Come on then. Is anybody there? Is that you, Thomas? Before? Because that came from in here. It didn't come from out there. It was in here.
Is it worth using necromancer in here? I think you should.
Yeah, I've never used it yet.
Yeah, you're right.
Because honestly, I heard a voice there.
I heard a voice, and I'm hoping that the people watching caught that, because it was a man's voice.
Try and get a better signal.
Okay.
See if you can get anywhere. Go into the toilet block. It was right at the far end where I heard the...
You've been near the window for the signal.
Is that you, Thomas? Hello? Why did you take your life here, Thomas? Speak to me, Thomas. Oh. Yeah, that was not pleasant. Told me to F. Are you staying here, Thomas? Why do you stay in this place? Why do you stay here? I heard something like a bang in there, though. The scary thing is, written on the door, it says, sorry, this cubicle is occupied. But I heard, when I switched this off, and the reason I'm doing it is because we heard a proper voice in here. And sometimes you don't know what you're getting while this is on. Do you need to go, Kenny, while we're here?
You again?
I don't need to be plumbed in.
Do you need to?
I wouldn't fancy that.
Do you need to?
No. Imagine.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I can kind of. But this is what was. Do you know there's things similar to this on the Champs-Elysees behind the Shell, and you walk in and you use them, and
I've heard that.
sometimes they only go up to your chest. Come on, Thomas, last chance. We heard a voice. Was that you? We heard a noise too. Was that you? You hear that as well?
Something there.
Just like a little.
Yeah. There's something here.
Did you get that?
A whisper. Did
You
you hear
got
that
a whisper?
whisper?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Did you hear it, Tony?
I heard a swoosh or something, I'm not sure what I heard.
No, it was a whisper. We need to see here a bit, I think.
Maybe the night vision in here as well would be
Yeah. Let's do that.
Right.
Right. We still haven't done a circuit yet. Let's keep on keeping on.
What was that? Was that you?
That was me.
Was it? That's Tony. Right, bear with me a second. Right, we haven't even done a full circuit yet. And look at what we've had so far. Tonight's going to be all right.
You can tell.
Tonight's going to be good. That's the gentleman that comes here to do the limbs. You see the limb that he has?
Yeah.
How amazing is that? Look at it, the limbs that you can have with all the hydraulics in them, and he comes and gives talks about them, on track for change. Look at this sculpture where you've put, these are false arms, false legs, but they've been built into a railway. And instead of the angel of the north, they've got the... That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Hand of God.
There's the new netties. I love these old posters as well. Beautiful.
Island Games.
Now,
Yeah.
voices. Did you hear them?
Yeah.
They came from behind.
Yes.
Did you hear them, Tony?
I heard something.
Can it just be us? There's a man's voice talking now.
Can I hear a train? Am I being stupid here?
Well, we're next to the lane.
It might be that.
I'm hearing a bit of road.
Yeah.
But you know, we're telling the story of Thomas Winter. This is where he worked. This is the actual room where he worked. This is the booking office. Now, we showed you the vents where, you know, you buy your tickets. Tony, you're going to have to do your thing in there because I know there's an issue.
Straight to the window.
Straight to the window. And once you're in, they're the booths from the other side, just here. So you'd be selling your tickets to people. There's the first one. It's got glass on at the moment. You would open that up. All your tickets would be here. And this is where Thomas was. It's a stamp of some kind.
Old coins. Old pennies.
Old pennies.
Is that a farthing?
That's a halfpenny.
Halfpenny?
It's a halfpenny, man, who.
Halfpenny?
But these are the tools of his trade. People would pay. And this is the thing to keep the place heated. The clock, which, okay, it's not the right time now, but you'd be keeping a close eye on that to see when the next train was coming in. And who's to say this isn't what Thomas wore?
1915 penny.
You seen this? The station master's coat. How about that? You see, they've got all that coats still here, and books. The complete phrase code, Bentley's numbered. All of the books. There are old telephones here too. Look at that. Wow. Amazing.
That is superb. 1915, I think.
Just the thought that this is where, Thomas, do you stay here so that you, because this is where you worked? Do you hear footsteps?
Yeah.
Try, don't listen to the clock. Zone that out.
There.
Footsteps.
What is that?
It's almost like as soon as we get out, it's like they're not there anymore. I'm going to grab my... Sorry for the crank lid. I'm loading up with... Kenny, you're the big one. I'm the little one. Well, that's the road.
That's outside. You can always tell when we're expecting stuff and you know something's on because we start walking like that.
Yeah?
We don't. You go like, I don't want to rush into this.
At first, I know, at first it's all like heads down in charge, isn't it?
And then you're thinking there's something.
Then you realise there's stuff going on. I can't believe that this is exactly how it was. You know, those windows.
Yeah.
And that's where he served that obnoxious man. Because you know yourself, because we've worked for large companies, and if you get a complaint against you,
Yeah.
it knocks you sick, doesn't it? But back then, if you thought, well, that complaint could cost you your house,
Well, yeah.
you're going to have to go home and tell your wife she's got to leave, and you haven't got anywhere for her to move to. That's exactly what he thought. But I heard footsteps, like our footsteps.
Yeah. There's stuff down there, isn't there?
Definitely. You have, kind of, because we went over the bridge. This, turn your torches off, Ken. The porter's cellar and the ghost of Thomas Munro Winter. And there, this is where people see spirit down here. Because they had to get him out of the way, so they put him in the cellar and they wrapped him in a sheet down below. And there is the depiction. Get in lower, Tony, let them. I know, have a better look, because it's down there where you actually see. You see stuff moving around in there. What else is down there?
There's a chair there as well, isn't
Yeah, there's stuff in there. But people have taken, when I went on the website, people have taken half a dozen pictures of stuff moving around in there.
In that cellar?
In the cellar, and it's lit.
You can see in there, can't you? You can see in properly in there. Can you not get in there? I don't
No.
know, because there's a chair there and I think, well,
No.
there's stuff in here. You can just feel it.
Yeah. Doesn't that corridor look horrific?
Oh, it's
Take your torch off, Kenny.
down
Tony,
there.
look down there. That's,
Well, you feel it down there.
you feel there's somebody down there in the middle.
You do. There's something down there.
Do you think in the middle?
Yeah.
Can you see right in the
Yeah,
middle? Right
there's
in the
some-
middle, at the back. I'm going to just use the little torch.
Just use a little one and see if you can.
Nah, it knocks it dead. Knocks it dead. We should walk a little bit closer to it, Tony. See if you can pick it up. Look in the centre of those doors at the bottom.
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
See it?
Can you zoom in at all? Can you see a figure in the middle?
I'm not sure what I can see. They'll be able to see it on a big screen better than me.
Yeah, I hope so.
On this little
If anybody
screen.
sees anything there, do tell us. It could be just a trick of our eyesight being as far away as we are. But that is wild. Is it just me or are you getting voices,
There's
Ken?
noises all the time. There?
I hear a car outside, but it's mixed in with music.
Yeah. Is that 1944? That would be the end of the Roman game.
Yeah, there's still 1 year to go.
Yeah.
1894 down
He
there.
hits it on time. He hits it on time?
Is it
Well, where do you
Edward?
think it is?
I've never heard of it gated on time, no?
Here's another room.
Oh.
What?
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Edward Peace room.
Well, Edward Peace is the statue in the town centre.
Edward Pease.
Yeah, it's his statue, isn't it, in the town centre?
And there he is. Oh no, that's Henry Pease.
Right.
Well, there's another one of them spooky clocks. Tony, do you want to get in?
I need some space here.
I'll get out.
Oh, you go in there.
Show everybody.
Yeah, there's a big statue in the, next to the dolphin centre,
Right.
where the water finished the Darlington. Our supporters could and give us a little bit of information. That would be great.
Yeah, be excellent. Some of the original tracks. Listen. It's like from the carriage, that carriage at the other side.
Oh, look at that down there. When you look down there.
It's amazing. It's well worth coming. It's well worth coming here to check it out.
That's me just pressing that
Oh,
button. Don't worry.
You do realise it's 40 minutes. Kenny's pressed it an interactive display, so try and zone it out if you can. What's that?
Imagine that line like that. Look at that. To make the lines like that, just on bits of stone underneath.
Yeah, everybody's life depends on it. Amazing, isn't it? It's amazing.
Quite surreal, that going on it.
Well, personally, I just wish you hadn't pressed it.
Can you turn the speaker off?
Oh, that's a good idea. Can you do it, Ken? The speaker's there? Easier said than done too. We got it. Done. Thanks, Ken. Look at this. Look at this row. This was built in 1845. Look at that. It's just we're getting hear the voices clearer when. Look at that.
Kitching, look at a kitchen.
Yeah, kitchen. Carrying all the boxes. That's a train. Oh, that's surreal.
Isn't it weird when you're here and you hear that?
Oh, it's the right noise, mind, isn't it?
I don't know why, but when you're next to trains, it's always as if there's something, you know what I mean? It's
Like there's someone.
it's not right, is it?
That sounded like it was over in this corner.
Where did that
Hang on. It was straight ahead.
See if it's in that carriage?
That is the carriage, isn't it? It is the carriage.
That's the carriage there.
It sounded like this corner somewhere.
What was it? Was that a door?
The critters aren't moving.
Maybe we need the necromancer in here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. God, that was a really big noise. We were like
Yeah.
miles away from here.
I know this sounds ridiculous, but I feel like I'm surrounded on a station with people. That sounds stupid, I know, but it's a feeling that you get.
Let's see. I think rather than, and I'm sorry, I just moved my torch along. We're going red light. I think what I'm going to do is try the ghost radar. Let's see, because we're in here.
Oh, no, that is freaky, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's freaky when you see them like that in the red light.
That might be just the weight of us, I think.
It's just sitting chairs.
You hear the creak? See if we can get any spirit response from in here.
Find some spirits, see if I body on any of these.
Receiving a message, it says. And look at where it says the spirit is.
Where?
Look, see where it's pointing.
Oh, God, right there.
Straight at Gwendoline.
Yeah.
Well, it was. Maybe we need to ask it questions.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, the message that the Ghost radar, keep your patience. Keep your patience.
So we've got to be patient.
That's what and the spirit is hurt.
Right.
That's what it's claiming.
Spirit is hurt. Well, he'll be hurt.
See if we can get the romance around as well. Come on. This time. Come on, Gwendoline.
I think she's in the right place, like, isn't she, with his bare legs and stuff.
No, absolutely.
Maybe we need to put her where the girl was meant to be, in the corner, was it?
It was the bottom corner to the right.
We'll do that.
Can you do it, Ken?
Yeah.
Problem is you can't get in there.
No, the door's, yeah, the door's not.
You're going to have to reach over is the thing.
Right.
I can reach over.
Right.
The ball's gone off because I touched it.
Yeah. This corner.
No, it's that corner there, Kenny.
This corner.
Yeah.
There's the light.
It's exactly where the Victorian girls stood.
Right. Sorry.
The ball probably needs a toucher though for it to go through her. Like sit on her lap or something. It's got a toucher.
Over here.
Yeah, just anywhere on her.
Right.
Yeah, perfect. Then if it goes off, then someone's trying to communicate with us.
Think you should ask any questions?
What's your name? Beulah. Beulah.
Unusual.
Why do you sit in this carriage, Beulah? Why do you sit in this carriage? It's cool.
That's not an old word, is it?
Beulah.
Would be cool, no?
No, I think she doesn't mean it's cool.
No, it's cool. It's nice and cool.
Cool. Why do you stay here?
Another word there.
Tom Ball. Ball. That's it, Tom Ball.
Ball.
Tom Ball. So Beulah, I want to talk to Beulah.
Can you still see that with that?
Not with the main beam on it.
Right, turn it off.
Just the one. Yeah. I mean, it can't just when you put the main beam on, you
Yeah.
can't see.
It's better with that so you can actually see what's happening.
Absolutely. Come on, Beulah, speak to me.
I'm sure that's about
Make the light shine.
Make the ball flash, touch it.
Make the ball flash.
Let us know you're here. Go through Gwendoline.
What? That's the bear.
bear?
That's not Gwendoline, no.
Did it just fall over there?
Did it just? Yeah, it might have just fell
Because
over.
you're on the...
Right.
I don't know whether...
It was sitting up actually.
Yeah. So maybe this
Yeah,
has.
he was sitting up. Bless him.
It's the way from
He looks knackered.
Well, he looks like a now. Suddenly he looks...
Yeah, he was sitting up before.
You were sitting up, you could have just fell over.
Yeah.
Because you were leaning on the counter. Just, I mean, it might have been other, but we just err on the side of caution.
Yeah, just in case.
Absolutely. So come on, Gwen.
Made it go off once tonight.
Beulah. Come on, Beulah.
Touch the. Touch the doll.
Come on, Beulah. If that's you, show us that you're here. Come on, Beulah. Do anything. Let us hear a voice here.
Put your hands out. Just put your hands out.
That's cold.
Freezing.
Yeah? Yeah? But Beulah said it was cool.
Freezing cold in here.
It's cold.
There's actually no. There's actually an air.
There's a breeze in here.
Yeah.
Inside.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you feel that?
Yeah,
Or not?
absolutely. Absolutely. you hear that?
Yeah, that was at the back.
That was in your corner, Tony.
It sounded like it was.
It's in your corner.
Yeah.
There's definitely stuff in here. 100%. You can tell. You can feel it.
I can hear footsteps outside. Listen. Are you getting that? Are you hearing them, Tony?
No.
There's definitely stuff in here, mind.
Come on. Come on. We're definitely going to get something here. Let's get. Beulah? Want to talk to Beulah? Come on, Beulah. Speak to me. No. Speak to me, Beulah.
Why no?
No. Let's leave her there for now. We know where she is. Just we've found two.
I'm sure they're trying to spell a word out.
We found two particularly active places already. Let's go and see what else we can find. Because we're early. This is early doors.
Yeah.
I know we're kind of putting all the weight on the damn doll when there's other places.
Other things, isn't there?
Absolutely.
Because in that toilet, what's there?
Just when we came out here the last time, we heard voices, remember?
Yeah.
Come on, talk to us if there's anything there. Let's hear you.
What is that? Is that it?
It's a military shell.
Oh, what? Oh, that was a shell.
Yeah,
A helmet. Oh my god, is that a fireman's helmet?
yeah. Probably a trained fireman, I'm
It
guessing.
is, yeah. Local station, yeah.
I think what we should maybe do is set traps. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put the music box in the carriage,
Right.
and then if anything happens in there, we can hear it going. Definitely what to do.
Can need the night vision camera out as well. Maybe point that in with Gwen.
Yes.
You just want to leave it stationary for a bit.
No, for sure. I think we just got to regroup and then go for it big style. Now, I'm just looking at the time. We're going to start positioning people in places. We're coming very close to the hour. See again, Kenny?
That light's just flickering in there. Has that been up before? Like that?
No? You seen this?
But it's definitely flickering.
This was on before. Move out the way, Ken. Let.
Not doing that one.
No? Can you see it? Are you getting it, Tony?
Yeah.
That was on solid before. It was the same as that one there. And that one's flickering too.
They're definitely flickering, aren't they?
Yeah. Right, we're going to regroup. We're going to dig out the music boxes. We haven't done that before. We've got the rods. I'm going to set a couple of pendulums in position in a couple of places. One in the carriage, definitely. If people would like to join us, Tony, how do they do it? Because we would love you to stay with us.
If you're on Facebook, just become a supporter and the feed will start in about 5 minutes' time.
And make sure you share as well, please.
Yeah,
Share. Everything that you get a badge and a goodie bag.
If you're on YouTube, just hit join and everything will be there within 24 hours. So you get it all uploaded, what Facebook see.
There's already a load of stuff that we've recorded in various parts of Darlington, so make sure you see that too. Meanwhile, we're going to reset, return, and get stuck in big style. We're also going to separate into 3 areas, so see if we can get anything between the 3. Because more recently we stayed together, and I'm not even sure why we have.
No.
So let's get this split and done. We'll see you on the other side. Now remember, we still got some stories to tell you of blood, gore and death. If you're a fan of the history, the next bit is absolutely for you. Come on, Ken, let's get some.